I'll try to remember to do it next time. I think everything is go. The delay is still pretty. Oh. Okay, well, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, whatever. Right, spacebar. That will forever be weird to me. "10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet." The thing is, am I Cecil? Am I a man named Cecil? Or am I... Did I just take over Cecil's body? Also, I forget to... Why is this... I want to have both chats up. Because I forgot. Firefox is being a problem. Why do I do that? Nope. Fine. New window. Okay. That should be good. Did I remember? Yeah, I did. Okay. Am I Cecil, or am I just... Did I forget my name? But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line, it feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see myself. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Thanks for answering. There you are, Commander Sith finally. Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. That's good. Glad to hear it. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, by good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Oh, so they're on like a fucking vehicle of some kind. Stream, it's going good. They're on a submarine. I thought it was, my bet was gonna be airship. That is a small submarine, dude. That is squat. Nice try, Inspector Cabanella, but you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. Well, let's just do this. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? I guess, yeah. The spirit, because we saw someone take on the wrong. Did Missile take on the wrong image? Types of game. I play all sorts of types of games. Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Because he hasn't been dead for a while. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. What if that's where I'm gonna find my answers? I can't run away from it. Oh, but if. Once the criminal gets punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Oh! Cecil's holding him hostage. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. In the country. Well, I guess people say that all the time. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for the top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn? She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanella. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. I agree with Cabanella, and I hate him, so that's wild. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record would disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I have Discord, but I'm not gonna share it. Sorry. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. He shot him. He shot me. Oh, but then he comes back. Wait. He didn't rewind time to come back. He just comes back. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector, time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Or Twitter. I have Blue Sky. That's linked in my about or whatever. Not Twitter though. I don't use Twitter. This was another condition of my deal, to wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. Is someone a spirit in the meteor? I don't know. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanella, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face him. I'm not that Cecil guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. I'll take a look at that after. Oh, I should have done this. It's just a conversation I already knew. I wondered if I'd gone back or wait, no. I watched the death play out again. That's how this works. I know that. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Yeah, he came back to life after getting shot. This bookshelf is lined with books. This one on the top is balanced like precariously. I wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy reach up here? I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. I wonder if it's just someone like puppeting the body or something. Oh. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. It's because it's him. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I noticed you. Do you think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot. This other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby." Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. I guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. But I can't get down there. I have to wait for him to do the scooter thing. He gets shot, falls on that, and then scoots it forward, maybe, I think? I don't remember. Oh, I forgot about that. Holy shit. This room is devastated. What the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here, and now there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Pigeon guy. Come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? He's probably right under that rubble. Oh, he's not. Well, he might be. Oh, he is. I couldn't see him. Excuse me? Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanella, it's quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy. And I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? We can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanella. If we go back further, maybe I'll find the lead. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? Oh, it's the manipulator, and he can manipulate, or they can manipulate living things. They can also manipulate corpses, perhaps. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. That seems really good compared to nudging stuff around, but I'm sure I'll learn why it's not. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. So that might not be Cecil. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. Maybe I am not. Maybe he is. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time? You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on the security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Drought did. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? Why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all the evidence of these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. Oh, there's a fucking dynamite hidden behind the party poppers. This time the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn around this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him. Having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. Yeah, he was blue, but I didn't want to be bluest. Said he was going to take this corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. Something's been nagging in the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me today. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action's the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. We're just resetting, right? Yeah. So I can't. Oh, that's the device. I'm mostly ghosting them now. Do I? It's no use, I can't open it. Oh, could the fact the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I mean, it looks small, but I'm pretty heavy set. He sounds so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, but that's why we're both dead. Oh, a door that opens downward, eh? I feel like that's... Okay, so I can't go down there. I did expect it to open downward. For some reason. I guess the trapdoors worked earlier. Ooh, what do you think you're doing? Just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're going to set the contraption in motion. Oh, yeah. I just thought. He just thought he'd blow me up. That's what he thought. So that was my bad. But there are a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. I can't get anywhere, so there's not a whole lot of things. They did like they mentioned Ace Attorney. Same creator, yeah. There was like a promotional thing for it at one point in the Steam news or something. So I assumed there was a connection too. Well, maybe I can fuck with the box. What in the world is this thing? This device has the meteorite data. If it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Yeah, I could kind of see it. And the dog had the same name. That's a weird name for a dog to have twice. I would also be suspicious. I don't... Oh. They do say something different. Is he more heavy set than he looks too? I think that's gonna be. I mean, you should know you were him. Maybe? Probably? This door is such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. But yeah, missiles are a very strange name for a dog. I wonder if that's like a localization thing. I tried to time it. I don't think there's ever a point where no one's on the door. Can I get anywhere now? No, not really. Oh, there's a thing hidden under the... Oh, in the cake. The cake. You can get to the cake. So they never want me to use the spinning thing. Oh, I guess maybe I can use it. Oh, he'll just interact with it again, though, if I fuck with it. I shouldn't have done this, but that's fine. That won't really solve anything. There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, he'll just find another way to get me. It would probably give away the fact that you're here, too. I have to rescue you without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible? I want to see if I can... I don't think it'll help. No, I can't interact with the Cupid, which is weird because that's what I assumed had happened before. Yeah, it is similar vibes, I think. Cecil, help me. Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. Hmm? With a frail sounding call for help. He's here somewhere. Friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but he has strength that's surprising. Well, he's asking you to find him, and before he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Cecil, here I am. Oh hey, it's Missile. What are you doing there? You really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, let me come join you. Okay, here I am, Cecil. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction, even though the flow of the sewers is a little bit stinky. I can't swap. I mean, sure, I'll swap that. I don't know how helpful it is. I don't see how a swap is going to help right now, but now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. Making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold back my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Oh, okay. Yeah. How does this help? Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen, then we rescued the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of that, Missile. I don't know about that, but I'll do it my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. I think I already fucked it up. Oh, that is now the same shape as this. Do I just do it? Oh, but I'm in it. That look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried away by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at things from a different angle, it looks different. It's a pretty good point. For a little doggy, you came in with the sewage. I have to switch back. And now swap. Oh, and then he gets in the way, so he can't see. Caminella gets in the way of Cecil. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I may have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little, though, when I move you. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. So the hole was just there? He didn't even check? He was just like, there's a hole there now? I can't believe it. Elon actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Caminella, I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except Unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one who managed to vanish without a trace here. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me's giving that poor justice minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy here is a warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage. What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Caminella, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. I wouldn't say that to someone who's about to save my life, but you know, whatever. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Caminella is upstairs. Our first step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go first and wait for you. Yeah. Okay, lovely dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. What a good dude! No one fucking carries me around unless I specifically ask him to most of the time. Also, he doesn't understand. I guess maybe he watched me do it enough that he understood the conditions. There you are, Cecil. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go, again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanella without him noticing. It's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap V. I guess you didn't need to switch before. I did, but maybe you don't consistently have to. Yeah, I was just in a bad place. I can't get anywhere. Oh, but he'll drop the... that. I don't know what the plan here is. Like, these are swappable, except they're too far. Although we could knock stuff down now. Anything behind him, he presumably won't notice. I don't think I'm gonna swap. Well, I'm not gonna swap the telephone right now. I wonder, there's no way I can swap the bullet. That bad Cecil turned around. Oh, you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost trick. Only time he takes his eye off me too. You have something to do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. I did nothing. I think... information gathering round, econ round. He does pull that closer up. I don't know how helpful that is. but he does do it. Okay, I think maybe I needed to swivel the desk lamp while he was not looking. And I can't get back over there now. Gonna get shot again? No, wait, our chance is coming up. The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Ooh, would you look at that? A bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. I think that's it. It's hard to tell because you can't see the bullet. But I think it's the book. Oh. Yeah, okay. I need to swap the hats. Try and swapping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Is it worse? Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask. You better look for something softer to swap with. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. I don't think it would be good to be hit with a toque traveling at the speed of a bullet. I'm pretty sure that goes badly. There you are, Cecil. Sorry for the wait, Missile. Good luck, kids. So when we save this character in white, we should do it without stopping the guy from firing. We should do it without stopping the guy from firing and without him noticing. In other words, once it's fired, the bullet will likely be the key to this whole thing. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my hand, just have me. But even if I swap with the hat, he's gonna notice that he shot that man with a hat and not a bullet. Like, I feel like you would notice that. Okay, I think this is the key. I need to swivel this while he's not looking. How does that help? I don't know. I ain't telling. So many mysteries surrounding this old man. Never mind those. I did nothing. I don't think I can get to the step ladder as sort of Cecil. Is there anything else I can interact with? I could open the spout lid. That'll do it. I mean, does it? No, I don't think that does anything. Do we have to go down? Can I go downstairs? No. I can just go to the hoist. Does the hoist look like anything? No. I also can't. Oh, right. I can't speak to Kevin Ellis because he's already in. He's in my head. I can't interrupt it. The way he gets back up like a puppet is fucked up. Oh, I can move this now. There's no way he gets hit with a hat and the dude doesn't notice. Him surviving, I'm willing to be like, yeah, it's fine. Sure, whatever. I don't know how that would. I don't know how that would work anyway, but I'm sure it would be unpleasant. Good reaction time is on the dog. Oh, but now it's not the same shape. So I had to do it. Oh, I can't even switch. I'm pretty sure I managed to connect it that time. It's actually a huge pain. This is probably a lot easier on the fucking 3DS. I think I fucked it up. They won't even let me cancel out of it. We get to watch him get hit in the face with a hard hat again. Okay, so I think I'll just leave him in Helen. That's fine. Oh, it's the book. The book, you swap the book and the hat. And then it maybe falls back down onto the hook. Okay, I need to swivel the desk lamp when he turns away. I'm gonna do that just in case. I don't think it helps at all. Can you click? Oh, you totally can just click. I could have clicked the whole time. I was just using the WASD, or as this game calls it, ASWD, I think is what it was. Yeah, that's the same shape as the book. Oh fuck, did I have to... So I have to knock the hat off while he's there too? Or while he's turning around too? The only reason I don't love this one is because I keep having to go all the way back. Oh. There you go. Is that a thing? I think my computer's freaking out a little. In an insignificant way, hopefully. But the... Oh, shoot. He heard that? Oh. Okay, he didn't freak out though. You know what? Now that I see him pointing and the jagged speech bubble popping up, I'm like, yeah, that's Ace Attorney. That's everything I know about Ace Attorney. Okay, hopefully my computer doesn't freak out. Too bad. Alright, I'm gonna... Doggy, get out of there. Perfect. Well, would you look at that? Right on the hood. I love knit hats. So warm and most of all soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Haha, I thought so. I guess I have to swap and then maybe swap back, but it would change shape after. Oh, he just didn't know. In the split second, he didn't notice it, and then it is hidden. I don't know about. I think you'd notice that. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and most of all soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too, over and over. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. And all our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two are working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, mister. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Yeah, my toolbars no longer exist, but that's okay. Oh. My background's also, I moved my OBS and there is no longer a desktop background. My desktop is gone. I haven't had that happen yet. I feel like I had that happen all the time on Windows though. After completing this his revenge on Inspector Caminella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. Fine. Plasma died. I'll reset it later. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. Both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I had a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through to us. Through. This time, I don't know what he said. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. I feel like after getting hit in the face though, at the speed of a bullet, it is what it is. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I better talk to them. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, maybe. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I'd be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. As he's thinking about his spotless record. Not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made this decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. What about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jout, who forced me in the corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Caminella. If you hadn't done what you did, a very vague statement that we'll elaborate on later, I should have realized. I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see? They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and I made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Gamanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about the report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. Leaving him alone? And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you... He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Oh right, because it was their gun. Wait, did I know that? No, I didn't know that. Why did I think that I knew that? Manipulator. We first found out about the existence of the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Maybe I did see him. No, I don't think I have seen that yet. I don't remember now. Overseas communication. For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates at the special prison, eh? Exactly. We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation, and then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Kitchen Chicken. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right? Highly unlikely that they use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Villa. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. And then your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jared shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power, and then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's gonna prove that Jared is innocent. What incredible determination. There's one thing I don't understand. You were so determined to help Detective Jared. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. You're not allowed to do crimes. What are you, some sort of criminal? I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked it to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. That's it, eh? There's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. But we're not gonna talk about that. Do I talk to you too? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated the victim's cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse, hit by a meteor fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. Did the meteor? An unusual corpse. But that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about it. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch. But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. Maybe his soul was knocked out of his body. I was completely bewildered. But when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but it wouldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. There were no scarring and no blood either. He's Wolverine. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? I feel like the thing is, could it have gotten up and walked out? I feel like that would not be unnoticed. I feel like people would be like, hold on a minute. He got up and opened the door and walked out on his own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. That was a good touch. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings on some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation. He's the Hulk, actually. Does the Hulk have a healing? Does the Hulk heal? It seems like he never really gets injured, but I used all kinds of instruments. I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from the meteorite fragment. It's alien. It's ghost radiation. From a planet Ghost. I mean, it makes sense that he would heal, because, like, otherwise you just poison him or something. But yeah, it probably is. It's probably flexible. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen the Hulk like bleed even, which is kind of weird. Oh, it's Venom. You're right. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. Just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from the crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. Does radiation have patterns? I'm thinking too hard about it because I love thinking too hard about it, but oh, the Steam pop-up shows up on stream. I never knew that. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want me to blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who was researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? I would hate... Could you imagine in real life dancing every time you entered a room? You'd never get anything done. That takes forever. Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I'd be so impatient. I would not be able to do that. I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. And when I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." It was a quick dance. I mean, it's pretty quick, but like, you do that every time. I guess it's only if a room... Yeah, I think it's only if a room in a room that someone's in. But then what if you're like, well, there might be someone in this room, so I gotta do it. Or at least the start of it, while you like look around, and then you're like, okay. And that's when I put 2 and 2 together, baby. The manipulator case and that Temsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise to a little girl made for her mother. He handed that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. I guess you do forget. That was one of the things. So I was like, how did the gun get connected? I'm not going to think too hard about it. I think I could do it. I don't think I could. I think I would. I don't got it in me. So that contraption in the basement here. You built that to try and help Detective Jad, or they were trying to figure it out. That's right. Jad and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of the case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camille told Jowd it did something that shouldn't. It made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would otherwise allow Cupid to rotate. Otherwise, the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camille's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves the manipulator actually existed. I'll give it to you, Inspector Cabanel. Hey, baby. Sorry about the phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me, of that cool cat inspector you always look up to. Is that really the image you had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry, I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw them in the slammer. These cops are the fishiest damn cops I've ever seen. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him, but my body gave out on me right at a critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. But a joke is a joke, you might as well laugh. Jowd. The minister called off the execution order, and while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning too. I don't know that that's fine either, but like, I guess it is. I'm sure. It's pretty extreme. While he was at it. They're playing fucking fast and loose with the legal system here. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. "5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Oh, I was thinking about, like, why is he wearing the fucking femboy programmer leggings? And oh, this is prison jumpsuit. That makes more sense. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck to you, my old friend. He looks so silly in the prison. Dog, you gotta get out of the prisoner jumpsuit. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed, thank you. Glad you like it. Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. We use communication cables to make the calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow, you'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella. It's almost on. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, looking for his own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness, but it's almost dawn. Are we just gonna let Missile die? I don't want to let Missile be dead. Then kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. It's nice when they say the name first so I know who to pretend to be. Was that coming from the control room? Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I guess I did save his life. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna find my answers. I'd better go. Single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. But that single line thread spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Unoa. Detective Jowd. It's him? My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I don't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power of my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. I hope you don't mind. What was this guy's voice? It was evil but high pitched. There, this guy reminds me. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. I got it. I lost it. He's gonna sound different now. And I'm equally surprised your choice of transportation is submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew whether Unoa was going to the surface. Confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something. Oh, how the fuck does that work? You shoot a man with a fucking radio transmitter. Inspector Cabanilla has given me some weird presents in the past, but they always proved useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanilla. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Please, just let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh. That was at a weird angle. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers. Meteorite? What? What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives the spirit special powers. And now our deal with Cecil is concluded as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a problem. What a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Oh, I went Cabanilla. Farewell. Oh. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd. Where'd he go? Oh, because I was in the phone. What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them fast. Did they die? Wait, what? So you're here, huh? It's missing. Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. How would you not remember Missile? Who do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. My loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Think that trusty nose of yours can sniff him out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. I don't even bother to ask. But you do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. Telephone is ringing. Wow, it's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. You'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet. Can I go through the phone? Yeah, it didn't care. Okay, now I can go. God, switching and there's too many buttons now. There. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this. Cecil, look. That black hello, it came off the hook. Oh, he didn't know what the phone was. Oh, I better answer it fast. Hello, is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil, where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess you can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Did Lynn die again? Miss Lynn, you better hurry. Let's go, Cecil. Go there. She fucking died again. Knowing you, somebody's answering. Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Missy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla. And Missile too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What, my voice? That's right, Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before. When he saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. I'm fine with it because I don't want to have to manage both powers all the time, but that feels real weird. Oh, Cecil, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. And I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. That's making even less sense with that. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him down with the radio transmitter. Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. I feel like doing all of that would be really, really difficult. More along, the submarine dove back down again. I mean, sure, I'll call it driving. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I'm dead. Oh boy, it sounds like it'd be quicker to see myself. Miller, are you okay? Jesus, watch her swinging that thing. Hello, Lynn, or is it detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. It's the manipulator. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? This man holds the most grudges of all time. Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. Phone is ringing. It's not from me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it just be what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? Right about 10 years ago, I feel sorry about what happened to you. Revenge? Nobody could possibly know. What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out. Oh. Revenge, huh? It's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not, you're not him. That's right, I'm not him, am I? He was gonna shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add the again part. Nah. You didn't get to say be saved 3 times without an again. I knew... Oh, I can't get over there. I can't get anywhere. I should have brought the dog with me. There's a lot of stuff. This is a big room. Can we go back to the present and tell Camilla to like move the body a little? My phone is ringing. Not for me, nobody ever calls the dead. No use, I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. How did she know that rule? I didn't know it. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Oh, I managed. Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jeb. That's right. I better check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anyone's still there, get yourself out of here. On the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. Oh, because the phone got answered without anyone maybe. I think I might need to go through. I was like, I'll go through there. He didn't notice that time. Oh, I can get in the wheel and then move from there. Nope. I think I should have gone. And we'll see this one through. Well, actually, that valve seems like it's... I feel like I should interact with that, but I can't. I guess I had to go through the phone. All right. Very well. Looks like I can't stop the engine from happening in this engine room. The explosion from happening in this engine room. How dare you manipulate Camilla? Don't look at me when you say that. I guess we'll have to look for leads somewhere else. Guess I'd better rewind the clock again so I can pick up any other clues. Okay, I need to wait for the gun, and then I can hop to the phone, and up, and release the phone, and then I need to wait for the gun to be pointed. Oh, right. Fuck. I was legitimately like, I just need to make sure I don't use the phone so I don't have to go through this conversation. And then I did it anyway. All right. Oh, this is the hallway again. That doesn't. I promised to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who is he calling restless ghost? Assuming neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. So that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. I'll take it. You know what? I was gonna be like weird, but you know what? I'll take a checkpoint. I'm not gonna argue with it. Blah 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 blah. That goes right up his butt. You can't tell me that that doesn't go right up his butt. And his red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Lower the switches. I can't get over there, so I guess I'm lowering these switches. They seem like they might shoot torpedoes, though. What kind of ornament? I mean, it's broken? I guess I don't have to lower it right now. Even if I could move it, I'd probably get... Even if I had to move it, I could probably get Lynn to move it for me. Oh. Oh. Well, how does that help? Now I'm stuck up here. Oh, that's how. Oh. Oh, all the crew were getting... No. All the crew are in there, except for that one guy. I was like, did that guy get in there? Ah, the Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. That thing is emitting radiation. I don't think you should handle it like that. The objective has been achieved. Now I'm doing the other voice. Oh, we detached the control room as planned. There we go. Get more goblin. Even more goblin. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Detached. Cecil, what just happened? The whole room disappeared with Detective down it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jout can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. Can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along before Cecil discovers what he's lost and comes after me. Do you know what will be his coffin? May it lie buried in here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Cecil. I'm on that. I'm pretty sure I'm on. Wait, no. I'm the capsule. Okay, I wasn't the rock, I was the capsule. Aha, so that's the case of the giant explosion. I'll solve this case by making it not explode. Oh, what is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure, but a different missile comes to mind, more readily to mind. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. There's no time, it's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do, I hope. That was I hope at the end, the strongest part of that sentence. Okay, here goes. I am on the missile, or the torpedo. Missile and dog, that's different. There's a mouse in the missile. Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep the thing from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Joint operate. Sorry, bud. This looks like just the thing. Clamp is on the fuse that should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with us in it. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. Before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first. This is a torpedo. Torpedoes do not know where they are. Torpedoes go in a straight fucking line. Nah, they can curve. The torpedoes just go the way they're supposed to go. They do not think about it. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Oh right, I had to... Oh. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. Is that how that works? I feel like we threw the thing off course now anyway. There, we clamped the safety device on it. We did it. That should keep this torpedo from exploding. There's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. I wonder if they have made smart torpedoes by now. That's probably a thing. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. It looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Cecil, we did it. I feel like that rat would not be okay. Unfortunate. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up. We still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. Guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh, am I hearing things? Anyway, guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Managed to stop that for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. I guess, yeah, it impacted this room, but all you'd have to do is go to a different room, and then it'll be like a bulkhead. But also, I guess, then you're stuck at the bottom of the ocean. That's also bad. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. But I got them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Lights run out, but this machine apparently still works. Ooh. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long, but maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. Okay, I just need to time it immediately. Oh, wait. This is after. Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. Sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla. Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? To get out of here, before any more water comes in. Cecil should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everyone's going to be with me now. Camilla. Miss Camilla. I'll get you out of here. It's the last thing I do. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send that signal to Lynn that I'm here before it's too late. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Cecil, he's here. Glad you're here, Cecil. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. The only way out of here is up. Huh? Exactly. Okay, I got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Ladder. Look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, by the way. Yeah? I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? I find it wild that people can't swim. I guess that's maybe a little bit of privilege speaking though. There's a door here too, but it's stuck or something. I can't open it. It's way too heavy probably. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. Oh, it gets hooked. Doesn't really look like it should get hooked, but can I do it now? I think it doesn't matter because it gets hooked down there. Yeah. There's a shot though. Can't reach down there. Ah, there, now I can. Doesn't seem that helpful. The phone doesn't seem to be working. The impact of the missile must have broken it. Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to know if I had to go over there. Do a switch or something that lowers the ladder. Provided the person who designed the sub didn't miscalculate the ladder length. I didn't even consider that possibility. I have to warn you. I can't swim, neither can Camilla. Okay, you already told me. I was hoping I could tell her to like, hey. Grab that wheel and throw it somewhere maybe? I don't know, something. Oh, I was hoping it would throw the glove again. Can I get to the... No, she doesn't hold it far enough to the left. Okay, what? I turn the handle, I open the fuse box. What? I can reach that now? I thought I couldn't. Alright, the answer is that I was dumb and didn't try to move somewhere I could. God, I get nervous climbing a ladder normally, trying to do it while holding another human being. I'm dead. In that scenario, I'm dead. What was that? It's like the water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Yeah, I played a bunch of Barrel Trauma. We fucking slam into the ocean floor at some point. So the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. And that's just taking things too far. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door and then we're safe. Eek. Well, that's bad. Oh. What happened now? So the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead and we just hadn't realized it yet. Well, now, as if the latter could be true. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. Let's just get up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well. I think I see a familiar flame over there. Cecil, there you are. How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, do you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning himself before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course. I don't have a path. Maybe the... Ah, there we go. All these pipes. I have that, I guess the glove fell a bit. Okay, I don't think swapping the fans helped. I kind of expected them to like break off or something. Can I do anything with these? Piston sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge. Might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. Cecil, you're not telling me Miss Lynn is gonna leave Miss Pointless Camilla behind, are you? Can you just be quiet for a little missile? These pistons should do like that could be used to our advantage. Oh, the water's still rising. It's up to my knees. And it's freezing cold. Just hold on, we better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Miss. Can we interact with the... No. All the pipes are okay. I was like, I wonder if any of the pipes are different, but they're all broken. Which does not help me. isn't gonna work on this. Okay. Tough to doing that, Miss Lynn. It's like how much the piston is thrust out. It's related to how large the fans are. You see, so my arms are free, but my arms are occupied, but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need 3 different sizes of fans. Otherwise, up to my waist. I know. Keep hanging on. You arrange these pistons so I can climb them somehow? And then Miss Lynn. Thanks, Miss Lynn. 3 sizes of fans. I don't see 3 though. Large fan. Medium fan. Wait. There were pre-existing differently sized fans? And I just never noticed? Noticed? Medium fan. Okay, and then I just need to switch back these 2. I did not notice that they were different sized. Go back down. I never knew that they were different sized. I guess they are different colors, but you can't see that in Ghostland. There, how about that? That was great. You made a staircase for me. Better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. I was hoping that would buy us a lot more time. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay. I think the... Look at this, if I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in the pipes are different. So each pipe sprays out steam in a different way, huh? I bet that'll come in handy. Swap those 2. Then I need to... Oh. No, of course that didn't float. I was like, there's another valve just... I guess I have to spin that. Cecil. God, that's... With the water again. I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, it's too salty. The more relevant point is that he's dead, so we can't drink. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Give it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. I pressed it immediately, but it... Oh, there we go. No talk. There we go. There. How does that look? Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, now it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. There, if I can make it to that door, we can escape. How in the world am I gonna get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? You just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yeah, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Getting through the door seems like it would be quite difficult still. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? No use, I can't budget, it must be stuck. Oh no. No. This way. What? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down deep into the deep, deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up, find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Chapter 17. The appended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Eek. It's the fucking manipulator. I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course, what else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? Thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you've got to tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image myself any longer. Can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to trace down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil? My name isn't Cecil. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. To the truth. I got us good. It's all over for the submarine. The engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with these people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your power? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives us power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. In my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes on. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago... I did see... Did I see? I think I might have seen that he had a cop gun. A fragment of the meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Oh, because he got thrown into the pit. Are the Temsec remnants still there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect of meteorite's radiation it has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. The fact that I can return to 4 times before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death. This is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It's about much sense as anything to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced the body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I simply existed. Not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up all these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Or like rewound is probably more accurate. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promised to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution warrant. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. That's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with. Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsec. Dr. Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Dr. Cabanillo and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well, so they stole my Temsec fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective? Me? Yeah, they wanted her dead right at the beginning. If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later, and you'd become a detective, looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. Of course you didn't recognize me. I feel like that would have come up at some point, but you know what? I'll let it slide. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Oh, and that's why she's like hesitating. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. The first time I wasn't able to control someone completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. Junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be one for murder. That was my plan anyway. They had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. How the fuck do I incorporate into that? And how does Ray incorporate into that? Ray's not getting out of here off scot-free. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in the submarine, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. There's another torpedo. Can you just load me on the torpedo? Camilla, is it true we're stuck here? What? My dad was here. I bet he'd save us. I don't know how. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's funny. What is it, Cecil? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. I guess it doesn't matter now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. The present from the Inspector in White. That's right, Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. That shit would not work under the sea. But that's fine. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure out something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. I can't switch. The shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Without the fragment? There, yeah, but I don't know what... I don't know about calling it a shell. If Jowd's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might be another torpedo on the submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jowd. It's a brilliant plan, Detective. I think so. What are you gonna do? Ride to the top of the torpedo? course not. You guys are going to. Alright, I kind of wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? Okay, what do we do now? We go find the commander that was launched somewhere into the sea. What? How? Just to let you know, I don't like water very much. According to Lynn, the key to our plan is a torpedo kind of missile. Missile? You have a missile right here. I don't think she's talking about that kind of missile. Now, where did we see another torpedo? I can't. Can I go? Better not open this. That water would come gushing in a bit. Such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw water on it. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to call it peaceful. Oh, control menu. Again, they couldn't do me a favor and like throw the bottle up while I'm in it or something. That's the machine shoving grapes in me. The private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. That sounds heavenly. I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think this country's use of technology is just a little off? To the guy who made a deal with the country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Torpedo room. Torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. What about ram? We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb into the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. Why would I go to the engine room? Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. I guess she just has those. That's a really good radio. And then I just turn the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Oh, I see. Oh, I can't switch. I don't see. What happened to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? There's no time to be sitting around, I'm sure of ourselves. Will you lend me a strike missile? Me, of course I will. Count on it. Okay, now I can. So I think I have to switch these. And then also get out of the way. Which won't budge? Maybe it's broken? But I don't think the entire defense is broken. It'd probably just fine if I could only move the switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. Oh. Okay, I just had to move that one. That's not what I thought would happen. I thought it would be, you know, the top one controls the top one and the bottom one, but you know, different country, I guess, different submarines. All set on this end too, but something's odd. What is? Command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? It looks like it's completely running out of power. I wonder what'll happen. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, I'll hop. Okay, hop into this missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, I got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. If you fuck up, canonically, if you fuck that up, you then just sink in the ocean and that's it. Because you can't rewind time without a dead body. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches and so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I don't, but okay. I want you to go, Missile. But Miss Lynn, you staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. What if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Miss Camilla. Just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then, don't worry. Miss Camilla. That's a good boy, Missy. Are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. Cecil? Yes? We never found out who you really were. That doesn't matter now. Thanks for making that decision for me. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right? Sissy, right, Missile? That's right, we promised, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. I'm glad she's not worried about who I really was. That's nice. That's real nice of her. These 12 seconds are lasting eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. How can a ray of light of hope reach this far down in the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Am I Ray? Was I Ray the whole time? Detective Jail. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. Better not, you might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. I wonder what this masked man is gonna do. Let's talk to Detective Jail. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jail. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, kind of a long story. I told Detective Jad about everything. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jad. Are you Yomiel? Yomiel? He gets to spirit body? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? That's your real name, huh? Yomiel? So I am probably Cecil? That's right. But those people on the Yona were calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. So could you do me a favor? Could you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jad? 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something that top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. He's a nerd, like me. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. Bet you can imagine the kind of crime a nation's top secret might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd have to deal with spies. Never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from an interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jad, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. Well, good were my powers. They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feel of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for two conditions. Number one was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth, a new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was all fake life, an artificial life. I wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, in everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by my loving family. This is the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was about. And you had no idea they were doing all of this. None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with me? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanel and the little pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. That's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to just secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then, back to 4 minutes before your death. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean you're trapped here too. By the way, I'm not human, detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, detective. What? Their country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, detective. Possibility. What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, detective. Now it's time to say goodbye, detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, detective. Camilla, forgive me. Just shot him with a gun. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. Is he gonna say the same thing I'm gonna say? Huh, what is it, detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. It's not saying the same thing on his. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I'm more concerned about, hold on a minute, that's not a real dude, that's a robot. Why is he a living creature that I can't control? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. Its body cycled between the moments separated its life and its death. Right, but they're not anymore. The Temsic fragment is taken away. Exactly, so what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed from my body, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute, exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. It would be so funny if they were like, it turns out it's when they removed it, so there's not really that much you can do. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it, the final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Final journey to the truth starts now. But hold on a minute. If I start, when I go back in time, I start where the body is. So I should be in the middle of the ocean or in the submarine. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsic meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it's about to replay itself. But shouldn't I be... I should be in the ocean. It's ready. Hold it. Give it up. Do you think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I get that this dude's like that cat. That cat's up to no good. Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Oh, the cat gets hit. Am I the cat? The cat's gone. Are you okay? You're alright. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsic meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. Can't stop Temsic from falling from the sky. We might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Zhao? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. Might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. It'll be our last battle against fate. Beyond that, will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna change fate so that he never gets hit by the meteor, and so he doesn't gain his powers, and so that changes literally everything. Oh, I guess we start where that corpse is. I mean, like, that's not how it worked the first time. Or it is how it worked the first time, but not like the time where the body was down the hill. Now, how are we gonna save you? Lynn would just wander off somewhere. That would solve everything. When her sweet potato's almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato? What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, we'll just have to find the fragment, have the fragment move instead. That cat's up to no good, and I know it. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. And how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. I was creating a save point. I was just trying to fucking do stuff. Oh shoot, I had to time that. That's why. That's why they gave him the save point, because I think you're gonna have to do this shit a lot to try and not fuck it up. Okay, I need to get missile out of the way. Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato. Oh, a sweet potato missile, that's Mino. Oh, right, of course. Look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now they have the same shape. Think you can swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go, and I'm gonna need your help. My help? V, you go over here. V, you over here. And then down. I feel like I have to do this. Uh-oh. Oh, look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It might just hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, Temsic fragments smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Trick time. Do I have to do anything else? About time for that meteor to come down. Don't worry, Missile, I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the path's fragment. Okay, that... Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, it's that ugly monster cannon. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Is it gonna knock it down and they're gonna get squished, though? Let's, too late. There, how's that? Look at the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yumil's fate should really change. Wait a minute. You know, look at the fragment's trajectory. Now it's changed. What's in its path? Its path. No. Ooh, that hit him right in the balls. Detective Jowd, the Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? The cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Oh, come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down now. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's detective training or what. But even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. Oh. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile, the bullet stops midair. I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. You have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Ooh, that's no good. Oh, we stopped the bullet, but we didn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still. This fate is too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. He was accepting death like 5 seconds ago, so he'll take what he can get. We were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. Look out. Wake up. You gotta get out of there. Damn it, my leg won't work. All over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn. Not over yet. There isn't anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try and find another way this time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. Oh, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact that her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. What can we do now? Even if we work together. I feel like saying that is very, like, in this situation, I would be like, this kid's gonna be traumatized, but like, they'll live. And sometimes that's the best you can get. There might be something that can be done. What is it? Can Cecil and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomil. Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. You use power to manipulate this. I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all, and remember you only have a split second. Got it. Now it's your turn, Missile. Me? What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it. You can swap them. The hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'll still be above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. Those 2 seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. Oh, he can fucking manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. I'm gonna save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. He acted really fast for that rock to be moving real slow. Ye gods. I'll just pretend that swapping it slowed down the rock somehow. Ugh, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. But I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. You think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if someone else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. I was the cat. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. To think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. Kinda limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Cecil's. Cecil? The name Cecil echoes in my head. I was the cat. That's my real name. Why? No, I shouldn't question it. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. Oh, it was his cat. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was the little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody please look at me. Huh? Oh, I can't shoot, you might get hurt. Somebody please raise your hand out to me. I'd only just died at this time. I'd lost everything in my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore. I still managed to reach out a hands to him. Oh. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the Black Kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat. And then the man got his body back. How long did it take them to do an autopsy? I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. I guess maybe they had it in there for a while. Just one more time. Because I guess they couldn't really get rid of it. Control of my body and hurried to her house. But they should have been immediately like, something weird is going on. We have a body that we can't do anything with. And that was before the manipulator investigation, because he wasn't able to manipulate people yet. They just had a body that would heal anytime they tried to do anything with it. I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, when I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted artificial light. Because he manipulate, maybe he just hits that lamp. But he did manipulate that lamp. Or maybe I did it. Got my revenge on Lynn. I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. Oh, that first shot. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Oh no. Right, the cat knocks the thing down. Black cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you bored the body of your old friend. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Oh, the first shot did kill him. I wasn't able to control her completely. Yeah, that shot killed. Oh, the first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside that bag. And then the radiation. That's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost trick. I think I understand now why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Ghosts can only see in 2D. That's what we've learned today. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try and stop me? Simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. And why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all sorts of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiance stay dead like that. You're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. I was thinking about it because I was like, Missile could not rewind time. He was just there. He didn't rewind time to get there. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. Fate of your death, the kitten Cecil's fate. And I can just bet you that the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So this was the last fate to be averted. Hey? I wonder what Missile's time powers were. Maybe that he could react incredibly quickly. So, Yomil. Looks like your plan to revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. Yeah, I don't know why that's surprising to him. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these past 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. Can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. Huh? The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way the game of the dead works, eh? And no matter the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I don't think he ever does point the gun at her, but the idea stands. I have no intention of running away from that, either the most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey Cecil, yeah? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. But before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. It's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates will have changed now, right, Yumio? Thank you, Cecil. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yumio. Cecil? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Cecil, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, you valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, you black cat. Home, huh? Sounds good, Detective Chow. I feel like it would be very strange to learn that actually you were a cat the whole time. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. I was thinking it puts a weird context into the fact that he kind of like talked it down to Missile about as a dog, but a cat would do that, so it's fine. We said goodbye to the parts of the stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. It's Ray. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray. In case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. Don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I don't know. Who are you? Fair enough. I'll tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Jesus. It never stops. You just changed the fates of many people tonight, first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot in the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Why? Why would that is incredibly unnecessary. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. But there's not radiation. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. And that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that. The powers of the dead. But how? Didn't really understand it himself. Not yet anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, because he stood there. Brother, you gotta be more careful where you fucking stand if you got dead powers. He died and said the aura of the strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do. With only the power to swap objects, he needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment before the moment of the man in red's death. What? So Ray is just Missile who traveled through time? How does he live past dawn? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken 10 years to be retold. That was you, huh? Old Missile. Why is he old? I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. Oh, and you couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly, and then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time I had grown old, and my powers were weak. Okay. If you start as a power baby, and then you become a power adult, and you can control a living creature, if that's your power. But then you can become a power old man, and you can't. So I decided I needed to find someone to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. I was wondering about that. It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase someone. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, We had met before, on that night the first time around. What? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders in the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard at the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there's there in the darkness a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand up on it, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on the night the first time around as well? You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died, and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared, away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage. The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. Namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to your meal. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would be sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, you'd have been all over. So the time limit was a lie. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist. Oh, that? Completely made up. Little dolly of me, I know. I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh, boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it a wisdom that comes with age. I was kind of suspicious of that when no one else seemed to care about the time limit. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of the two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to the new present. I can't believe that fucking dog lied to me. Huh? How come it's dark? Let's just turn on the lights here. And then it turns and shoots her. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked. It's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. It's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as a detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Dad. Dad, you're home. Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. Been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where the destiny will lead me. Haha, that you will, that you will. Oh, hello, don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Cecil. It seems to me that I've heard that name somewhere before. The cat also doesn't age? I think Cecil likes you, Lynn. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny will lead you somehow too. Would lead you here somehow too. I didn't read good. I read bad. And so we meet again, Cecil. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were also interconnected, somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch this strange and beautiful during them. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch from here for quite a while. That was good. I had a good time. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanel. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I guess I'll probably put Minecraft. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory? What are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit. You took a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop? No, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Oh, she plugged the chicken again. Well, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Really necessary? This new curried chicken menu in him? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now look at. Good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh yeah, I guess they're fine because they didn't get manipulated. kind of fucked up that they knew they got manipulated, but still were like, I guess we gotta leave them in jail though. Are you really sure we need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Wait a minute, 10 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Why was there a bunny safe above the chicken restaurant? Is there a bank above there? Also, it is kind of messed up that like the evil people did not get fucked with at all. They're just fine now. That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. Feels going quite well, I must say. You're not as much script of Mono the Sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Yeah. Put it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. I really like this song. This is a good song. Love peas and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Stop the fire from trying to mission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Finding admission for a park? What kind of park is it? Today's the day, you know, he's finally getting out. You know, everyone's starting to get really tired of seeing you doing it. And let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our generation for generations, in our family for generations. We do this. We call it the dance away the pain. I'm real interested in that one. Thank you for showing it to me, saying next week. Oh. Yeah. Emil went to prison because he still did do crimes. 10 long years, Emil. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. 10 years for taking a hostage? I don't know. I've not experienced enough with taking a hostage to know how long of a prison sentence that would give you, but I don't know. I feel like the thing is, usually people take a hostage. It's a pretty empty threat. I feel like they wouldn't throw the book at you, but you know, I don't know. I guess that's the end of the story parts of the credits. I will have to find something else to do again. That's the hardest part. Every time I do something, I gotta figure out something else to do again. I'll do a bit of Minecraft, but I also didn't. I made a bunch of thumbnails so I could have the YouTube thumbnails, and then didn't make a Minecraft one. So I had to make a new thumbnail. That's easy though. It's that one won't be fancy. I should keep an eye on like when things are coming out. So there's a bunch of stuff I am excited for. I just never know when it's supposed to come out. Cause that's just like, I don't want to get excited for things and then be like, oh, it's coming out in a year. Or even worse, get excited for something that's like, oh, it's gonna come out then, and then it's fucking GTA 6 and it gets delayed every time. I hate that. I hate it when I'm excited for something and it gets delayed. But it is better than it being bad. I forgot my desktop broke. I'll have to fix that. I can probably fix it. It's just a restart. I never remember the commands for it, but I still have Firefox up, so I can fix it. The plasma shell stuff. New illustrations. Save complete. Returning to title. Extras. Challenges. I guess this is like the achievements. Yeah. Question mark. Or fate with. I don't need that. There's no way I'm going to do any of that. Either way outside without failing. No way. I need that's final. Fail by keeping the ball away from me though. I don't understand that one. I wonder what the logic for that one is, because it's definitely like but the ball is away normally. Rare fate with enemy deaths after the final fate change. Chapter 15. I don't remember what the chapters were, but I guess that's the second to the last one. I don't know. Fail by removing a large symbol. Final chapter. I don't remember what that could be either. Beat all 5x5 ghost puzzles. Itchy man. The other me. Oh, ghost puzzle. Yeah, that's what I thought it would just be a sliding puzzle. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's an animated sliding puzzle. I ain't doing that shit, Bob. Alright. That's it for today. I might have really fixed my issues, because now I got 0 drop trades. I was worried that was... I'll just test again. I have to do more testing to see. I would love to not have to be testing OBS every night, but you know, it is what it is. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow, probably to play Minecraft, unless I come up with something else. I could play more Mars First Logistics. I don't know. I kind of like that game. But I kind of don't. I kind of don't want to. Alright, I'll figure something out. See you next time. Bye.